Hello everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to the train room. I know we just did a video today earlier running trains at Midwest Money. But tonight we're going to do something different here, because after all that train action today of all those new modern trains, we're going to put down the remotes and we're going to do a conventional locomotive shootout featuring two locomotives from the 90s. So Abby's here and she was helping me with the camera holding. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera from her. And we are going to go take a look at what we're about to run before we run it. So we have a Lionel 612 J class from 1994. With my very first Lionel passenger set that I bought when I started in on April 4th, 2017. Then on the other track, we have a Williams Southern Pacific GS4 from 1997, and we have 6 cars behind it. So the Williams has the Madison style cars with 6-wheel trucks, and the Lionel has the aluminum style cars with 4-wheel trucks. Let's take a look at the boxes and stuff real quick before we run these guys. Now, to be fair, the Lionel, I just opened this for the first time ever. When I originally bought the passenger set, it came with a Warhorse J at the shop I bought it from. And it had TMCC, and it was the weathered one. Number 606 or 611, I can't remember. But it was out of the Warhorse set, and I didn't know any better. So I bought the Locomotive and 4 of the cars for one of my very first purchases. And then I figured out that was the wrong locomotive when I bought the real Warhorse set. And so then I sold that locomotive and bought the right locomotive for the set. And this one I just opened. I took all the packing off the trucks for the first time, and the sounds don't work, which that's fine, because the mighty sounds of steam are pretty terrible. I was talking to my friend Tim last night, and I was goofing around with this for like 30 minutes trying to get it to work, and just couldn't get it to work. So my heart's not broken, because I did have the Lionel GS4 and the Nickel Plate Road Berkshire from this era, you know, right from the transition to MPC to the orange boxes, and I don't really care for the sounds anyway, so it's not hurting my feelings. Still a good runner, and I'll probably switch the tender to a whistle tender like from the post-war. So this is the model of the locomotive. This is the Norfolk and Western J. So 6-18040. And I actually have 9 passenger cars for it. I have a duplicate on the diner. Christian loves food, so we bought 2 diners. Just a joke. So there's the 6 cars that are on the track. And here's the 3 extra cars we have. And the only one that's a duplicate is the diner. So we have 9 Norfolk and Western cars, but to keep things even for the run comparison, and that Lionel is going to have advantage because it's on a total flat loop, where the Williams is on a incline and decline. So here's the Williams. I just opened it up for the first time. There's the 4-car set. Then the 2-car set is a little newer, and it has a duplicate road number in it. And then there is the locomotive. It is got a Sooth smoke unit, and we just unboxed that. So as I said, this one is from 1997. This one is from 1994. Now, how we're going to compare to running is both of these lines are on one handle of the transformer. So we're going to see which one of these is the smoother runner. We won't get to hear any whistle sound or anything out of this, but I'm sure if you've heard mighty sounds of steam and that, you're familiar. But this one's whistle does work. Sioux smoke unit. This has a smoke unit as well, and this also has the chamber smoke, which really works well after about 5 minutes of running. These guys draw a lot of amperage. These two engines draw more amperage than when I run all 4 loops with some big giant scale steamers, so it's pretty crazy. So let's get them going. Something really cool is they both have like electric E units, so whenever you stop them, after like, you know, the power's off for a few seconds, they automatically revert back to forward, and will start off in forward when I turn on the transformer. So here we go. Let's turn it to 14. All right, we're off. And you can see the Williams already taking a commanding lead, even though both locomotives are right next to each other. And that Lionel is just chugging along slowly. Here's the Williams as it hits an incline. The Williams is about to lap the Lionel already. And it's going up an incline again. Alright, let's go down and check out. Here comes the Lionel. It's just creeping along. By the Williams has the momentum. I was really impressed at how well this Williams runs. I currently only have 2 things Williams. That locomotive and a scale GG1. You notice you never see an electric engine on my walls other than at Milwaukee Road. I'm not super big on the electrics, which I probably should be. Alright, come on Lionel. So from this era, if you were to ask me which one is the better runner, I'm probably going to have to tell you that my preference of the two is the Williams. Now, the Lionel does have a die-cast tender, and the Williams has a plastic tender. And the Williams cars are plastic, where the Lionel's cars are aluminum, but there wasn't a big difference in weight when I weighed them. And that was the Williams whistle. There we go, they're a little bit more even right now. Even though the Williams is still pulling away going uphill. I'm pretty impressed with that little engine. But what you will notice here is that after about 5 minutes, the Lionel will start gaining a little bit of momentum as the Williams starts to slow down. We'll catch them over at this end. Falling. So I turned it up to 16 on the transformer. So running conventional can be fun. I see a lot of you guys in the comments, that's all you run. Ooh, there goes the steam chest. Now the Lionel is coming to life on the steam chest. That baby is smoking. We'll get it from the front as it comes around. There it is. All right, well, let's slow them down. I know a lot of you guys ask, am I afraid that the trains are going to derail running along the edge here? That just doesn't happen. I mean, you saw how fast these are running. Big curves and not a lot of switches result in not having a lot of derailments. The only thing I gotta watch for is if cars come uncoupled. All right, well, let's bring them both around. And there's the sound of that Sooth smoke unit. And let's go over here and find where the Lionel stopped. So they started even, and the Williams really pulled away, and the Lionel has stopped all the way down here. All right, well, that's our run for tonight. And, you know, these trains come in at a reasonably good budget, price-wise, and they're still really fun to run. Everything doesn't have to be about big scale, and this set was actually made in the USA, and I'm pretty disappointed the sound didn't work when it was brand new right out of the box, but it is what it is. Just because I like stuff to be the way it's supposed to be, like functionally and working. But no worries, I'll live without it. Then the Williams, everything worked as it should right out of the box, and I'm really impressed with how this little guy runs. And it's a good looking locomotive. If you look at the fit and finish, there wasn't any imperfections or scratches. And all the cars are the same way. So these were all still in the shrink wrap until tonight. Well, let me hear your thoughts, you know, because I know I've had a lot of people mention Williams, and a lot of people mention conventional old Lionel. And post-war and pre-wars, they've seen my issues with my recent Lionel acquisitions, which I did make a video last night of this B unit, because I finally bought a B unit for my Sharks, because I already had these. And the B unit, the wires weren't even soldered onto the blower motor for the smoke unit. And I asked a question in O-Gauge Tips and Tricks on, has anyone had a problems with the smoke unit heating but not blowing? And someone said, oh yeah, I see your wires aren't even attached there, so you might do that and it'll work. And yeah, I did it and it worked, but it was right off the UPS truck from Train World and did not work. And not Train World's fault, it was Lionel's fault. Well, that is our Williams versus Lionel video for tonight. So again, let me hear your thoughts, and thanks for checking out the channel. We are now over 1,500 subscribers, so we're on our way to stardom as a group here. Thank you for your support of the channel, and, you know, I appreciate everyone checking out the videos and making it like we're all here local together enjoying some trains, when I've met people from as far as Vienna over in Europe. So great stuff, and I'll see you next time.